Hi, Namaste. This is Naresh on PSLV TV. So today I'm going to discuss about the preparation of IIT JEE coaching. So in IIT, as most of you know, it is Indian Institute of Technology, and this is one of the toughest exams to crack in the world. So there will be almost 17,000 odd seats that we have in IITs, but the number of people who enter the exam is almost 15 lakhs to 17 lakhs. That turns out like 0.1% of the students who write IIT JEE exam, they get into IITs. That does not mean that getting into IIT coaching is waste of time or it's way too hard to crack. If you are preparing for IIT JEE, all the subsequent exams, it can be your MCET or other CETs that we have at state level, or there are a lot of tier 1 colleges like NITs, you have deemed universities, there are BITS. So there are a lot of multiple colleges, very high quality colleges, which also consider JEE as their entrance examination. So getting into IIT can be the goal for you, but preparing can actually open up multiple other opportunities to get into top tier engineering colleges. So if you are trying to taking an admission to a junior college or an IIT coaching center, I would want to update you on what are the key things that you need to notice or check on your college before you take the admission. The first part that I would suggest is the batch size. How many students are there in your class? If you have say 50 to 70 to 100 kind of students in your class, the communication is going to be a one-way communication. The teacher is going to talk, the student is going to listen. It's very difficult to clear the doubts of the students in the class itself. So please ensure that the batch size in the class that you're entering should be anywhere 30 to 40. That's the ideal class size. If it's less than 30, that is very good. You can even pay a premium fees if you want to get into a class which has less than 30 students. The second part that you should always look at is who is going to teach. You might have seen ads from multiple corporate colleges where they show on your rank 1, 2, 3, 4. They claim lot of ranks. Unfortunately, people say that few of those ranks are even bought out, but let's not get into that part. But if you want to get admitted into a college, looking at these ranks, you need to ask a question. Who are the teachers who taught these students? Are the teachers who will be teaching me, are they going to be in the same caliber or not? That is one question that you need to ask. If you see any of these corporate colleges, they have a separate batch for toppers. They call it as different names, but they have a topper batch, and the best of the teachers teach this batch of around 45-50 odd class. All the remaining students will be taught by other teachers. They claim that if these students perform well, they can get into the topper batch, but they will not get the same kind of teaching. So the chances of they getting into the topper batch becomes very slim. So be very clear in terms of where you are getting into when you are applying for a college. And the third part is technology being used in your college, in the college that you are looking at? Because current exam for IIT JEE is an online exam. So days of paper and OMR sheets is going to fade out gradually. So do you still want to practice only through OMR? You can still practice through OMR for sure, OMR sheets, but technology has to play an equally important role. So you need to check what kind of technology is being used. That is very important. The technology will actually help to customize the coaching plan for you. So the technology can tell you which are the areas that you need to develop further, which you need to study further. You can also build up revision sheets as per your core strengths. So if the system feels that, okay, this person is good with topic 1 and topic 2, the questions that come from there might be lesser in number when compared to the other topics where you're not so good. So the technology can play a very vital role in customizing the training curriculum for the student. And if you are from CBSE and ICSE or IB curriculum and you want to get into IIT coaching, so till now the kind of teaching pedagogy is slightly different from the SSC students, because in SSC it's very important that you write the answers, long answers or detailed answers that will answer the question. But in the CBSE and IB and ICSE curriculum, there are a lot of practical questions. Even the pedagogy is in terms of you have to present in your class, present the topic, your views on it. When a topic comes in, you need to actually do a practical demonstration of it. There are a lot of practical parts involved involved in it. But when you get into 11th and 12th, this entire part is gonna go off. They say that students coming from CBSE background, it will be very tough to crack the IIT, but that's not true. The only thing is the way of teaching has to be in the way these kids will understand. So maybe you can also check on, since we are coming from this kind of pedagogy, how is your pedagogy? Can it help on this part or not? And the fifth and most important part is how many hours of class will be there in your college? Will it be 12 hours a day? Will it be 6 days a week? Or will it be 5 days a week and 8 hours a day? Because the number of hours that you're spending in the college is not directly proportional to the kind of effort that you will be putting in or the kind of reward that you're going to get in. Because when the class happens, your brain has to be clear and open to absorb the knowledge. That is very important. If a person sits in the same place for 12 hours, your brain will become pretty clumsy, it will become very tired, and you will not be able to absorb the information that is coming in until unless you are super genius. So be very careful in terms of don't get into long hours, get into a college where you can actually find interest in that subject, and then you voluntarily put in your effort at home or at a place where it is convenient for you. Okay, wish you all the best. Thank you.
మరిన్ని ఆసక్తికరమైన కథనాల కోసం మా ఛానల్ని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి.